All right, hey Glenn, how are you? Good to see you every day now. Okay, very fine. Thank you.
Chancellor Van de Graaff.
Thank you. Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Welcome everyone, and in particular, I would like for all of us to welcome the Governor of the State of Illinois, Governor Quinn. Governor. Well, we are all here today for one purpose, and that one purpose is to support our students. We know that the Monetary Award Program offers students financial aid that enables them to get a good education and to pursue their careers and their future. The Monetary Award Program helps about 138,000 Illinois students annually. Approximately 2,400 of those students are enrolled here at SIUE, and we also have students from Greenville College that are represented here today. At SIUE, about 1 in 4 financial aid recipients receive MAP grants with allocations ranging between $500 and $2,200 per semester. Last year, the MAP program helped 2,678 SIUE students for a total of $7,647,000. Now, to give you an idea of the students' need, the mean taxable income for all MAP recipients last year was just family income of $23,500. More than 3/4 of the students had incomes in the households less than $40,000 per year, and just under half reported less than $20,000 per year in household income. So this is an amazing figure that shows that a very real need exists and that MAP funding supports that very real need. As all of those here assembled know, about $200 million has been cut from the MAP grant funding at the state level. Roughly about $4.5 million of that would support students at SIUE. Now, clearly, cuts of this nature are deleterious to higher education in many ways. We certainly do not want to lose our future. As the banner here says, our students are Illinois' future, and we certainly recognize that. And I want to acknowledge all the students who are here today, and Governor, you see many of them have signed this banner, Save Our MAP Funding. We are very pleased to have the Governor here today to join with us in our quest to get MAP funding restored. Now, the Governor has asked for some help in this. He's asked for our help, and he's asked for that of others, but one person in particular that has helped him greatly and that he has asked to be a spokesperson for the importance of MAP and higher education in the state is our own president of Southern Illinois University, Glenn Pichard. And I'd like to introduce at this point President Glenn Pichard. President.
Thank you, Chancellor Van de Graaff. Governor Quinn, we want to welcome you and tell you how appreciative we are of your visit to our beautiful SIUE campus today. We're doubly appreciative of the strong stance that you've taken to resolve this critical issue of the lack of MAP funding. Governor, over the past 2.5 decades of our friendship, you and I have spoken many times about an essential value in which we share a common belief. And that value is, we believe every student, regardless of their economic wherewithal, deserves the opportunity to receive a college degree, to get a good job, to get a good job, to help sustain their family and the great middle class which has built America. They deserve the opportunity to make a contribution back to the greater good of their community and their country. And nothing goes to the heart of this value more than adequately funding the MAP Award for the 2,000 plus students on this campus and the 138,000 students statewide. Governor Quinn, we know you've inherited two things. One, a state which has fallen from a B to an F in affordability just since 2002, according to the National Report Card on Higher Education. Thankfully, this campus has gone against the trend. Governor, I will tell you that this campus, this university, now ranks best in the state for affordability while giving an excellent education to our students. Secondly, you've inherited a state fiscal crisis, not of your own making, which doesn't provide anywhere near the revenue necessary to meet the priority needs of the state. But we also know this. You've had a reputation your entire career for always standing up for the underdog. 2,000 underdogs on this campus and thousands more in our excellent community colleges and private colleges in this area are looking for a leader to champion their cause. They're united, they're informed, and they're fully engaged in this effort. Governor, this can be the beginning of a renaissance for public higher education in this state. We can again become a leader in higher education in this country, and I urge you to use the energy and commitment of these students as a launching pad to not only fix MAP for next semester, but to fix higher education for the next decade. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome our governor and a friend to higher education, Governor Pat Quinn.
Very good. Thank you. Well, it's a real honor to be here at Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. I want to thank my very good friend Glenn Pichard, who I was with yesterday at Southern Illinois University at Carbondale, and been around our state just the last couple of days. A little rainy today, and I'm sorry I was a little late, but we've been to Champaign-Urbana, we've been to Carbondale, we've been to Peoria today with Bradley, and we were at Black Hawk College in Moline, and also at John Wood College, Community College in Quincy, and here we are in Edwardsville. And I know Edwardsville because I used to live in Edwardsville a long time ago. I lived in a mobile home at Cottonwood Station on south there on 159. I don't know if it's still there, but I used to come to this campus. I came here in January of 1972, so that's a lot older than a lot of the students here, but I've been coming here for 37 years, and this is a great school, and it's going to be even greater because of all the good students here and all the dedicated faculty and the community. We all know in Illinois that jobs follow brain power. The only way we're going to have good jobs in this century, the only way we're going to have growing economies everywhere in our state is to have smart people. And that's what community colleges are all about. I used to teach community college at night, and I have a great deal of respect and admiration for men and women who go to community college. When the economy is rough like now, more and more people go back to community college to improve their education, improve their skills, and many, many community college students are recipients of MAP grants. I think it's about 56,000. So we're not going to leave anybody behind from our community colleges, and we're not going to leave anybody behind from our four-year public universities or our private universities, because we've got to, in Illinois, have a well-educated workforce, and that means going to college. I know many folks right here, you're probably the first person in your family to go to college, first generation, and that means a lot, I think, to every family. My father was the first in his family to go to college. He was in World War II, 3 years, 1 month, 15 days serving our country, and when he came back home, he had the GI Bill of Rights, and he was able to go to college at night. And that's true of many, many men and women across Illinois. Hundreds of thousands of people have benefited from the monetary award program of our state to help folks go to college. It's made a great deal of difference to our economy in Illinois and to our way of life in Illinois. It's a half a century old, 50 years old, and we're not going to let our MAP program in the second semester of this year get thrown on the wayside there. We've got to work together in the best traditions of Abraham Lincoln's democracy, where government of the people and by the people and for the people, it shall not perish from this earth. That's what Abraham Lincoln said at Gettysburg in 272 words in 1863. And we're the land of Lincoln. And we believe in democracy, and we believe in government of the people, and we want to use the power of the internet, the power of SaveIllinoisMapGrants.org. That's our website. I want everybody to go on, and send a message to your legislators. If you don't know who your legislators are, ilga.gov. You can go on that website and get put in your address and find out who your legislators are. I see the petition over here. I've been passing petitions for 35 years in Illinois, a long time, many, many years. And I believe in petition passing, and I think it's a very good thing to have a petition. I'll sign that petition when we're finished, but I think it's really, really important that we do have a grassroots effort to win the day. As Glenn said, not only for the second semester this year, but we have to have a stable source of funding for our MAP program for years to come. And that's why I proposed an income tax increase in Illinois earlier this year. I'm committed to that. We've got to get that done right. There's no excuse not to invest in education, invest in health care, invest in public safety, and invest in helping our veterans. And I'm sure some of the folks here have worn the uniform of our country, like Glenn Pichard, served in Korea, served our democracy. This past summer I was in Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm Commander-in-Chief of the Illinois National Guard, and we had 3,200 guardsmen in Afghanistan alone, at the gates of hell, right there confronting the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. And those men and women, when they come home, they're entitled to a good education. We owe that to them, and I think that's part of what our whole mission is. As been said by Chancellor Vandergrift, and I'm sure many others you're going to hear in a moment, education is the most powerful force in our society for equal opportunity. There's my brother is a teacher, my youngest brother. He got an award called the Golden Apple some years ago, and I still remember the fellow who gave the award out. He said, in our society, there are two forces. On one side, there are the movers and the shakers, and on the other side, there are those who are moved and shaken. And the difference between them is a good education. So I believe in SIU Edwardsville. I believe in public education and all kinds of education in our state. That's what we're committed to. I want to make sure that we work together, because next Thursday in Springfield, at our state capitol, it belongs to you, we're going to have a rally. And we want to make sure all our legislators, Democrat, Republican, House, Senate, no matter where they're from, understand that this is a vital core program of the land of Lincoln. Investing in 138,000 students who are financially needy, who have the ability to do college work, who are going to make our state even better. You know, the great thing about America is parents sacrifice some of their present in order to help their kids' future. We believe in the future. We're custodians of the future. We want your future to be bright, and that means we better have those MAP grants well funded for the second semester next year and every year to come. We're going to hear from students directly. Students like Brandon Ron, SIUE student body president. He's a junior. He is in economics and political science, and his hometown is Lincoln, Illinois, in Logan County. Brandon, come on forward, and we'd want to hear from him. Okay, here we go. All right.
First, I would like to thank Governor Quinn for coming to our beautiful campus today and for all his support during this MAP funding situation. As student body president here at Southern Illinois University Edwardsville, my responsibility is to represent the best interests of the students and support them whenever necessary. Today, I'm not only representing the 2,400 SIUE students directly impacted by the loss of MAP funding, but also our 11,500 students facing the loss of their friends and the possible increase in tuition and fees. The decision to decrease the MAP funding is a decision that will impact the future of Illinois throughout the next century. We currently stand on the brink of returning to the glory days of Illinois. Yet if we do not continue to assist our students by supporting their education, the state of Illinois will suffer the effects for years to come. As you can see from the signatures on the banner behind me, the mailing of postcards to legislators, and the amount of support we have gathered for Lobby Day next week, the students of Illinois are stating that MAP funding must be reinstated. This expression shows that when there is a problem, students from around the state will rally together to achieve our goal. Universities that would otherwise compete against each other are now uniting throughout our state to protect education. We students are asking for help. We all saw the effect that students and youth had on the 2008 presidential election, and this impact will continue throughout history. We are the voters of today and the future of Illinois. Unless action is taken and MAP grants reinstated, We will continue to do everything within our power to make sure every student has the opportunity to an education in the state of Illinois. We strongly urge the Illinois State Legislature to fully restore MAP funding and allow many of your own constituents and future Illinois workers to continue their education. Let Illinois return to its glory days. Students, rise up, take a stand, and continue helping us as we urge Illinois to reinstate MAP grants. Together, we can do it. Thank you.
All right, well said. Very well done there. Thank you. Now, Brandon's from Lincoln, Illinois. That's the only city in America that Abraham Lincoln actually visited before his passing. It was named after Abraham Lincoln. This is government of the people. The most powerful force on earth is when thoughtful, committed people band together, not for profit, for a cause they believe in. And that's our cause, the MAP program. We're going to get the job done. We have Corrine Boynton here, an SIUE MAP recipient. She's a senior in business and management marketing. She's from Decatur, Illinois, in Macon County. And come on forward here, Corrine. I want to talk to you. All right, there you are. Okay.
Thank you, Governor Quinn. I'm here today to ask you to help in our effort to save Illinois MAP grant. I am one of the 138,000 students that will be affected by the removal of the MAP grant funding for the spring semester. I had originally decided to come to SIUE because of the accredited business program, the opportunities it provided, and the friendly atmosphere. I have set many goals since I first became a student here, and SIUE has helped me achieve them so far. However, I'm going into my last semester not knowing exactly how I'm going to afford it. I'm losing close to $2,000 in MAP grant funding. This funding has helped lessen my financial burden in past semesters so I can work harder in my classes, become more involved on campus, and spend less time working. The jobs I currently have will not be able to cover the money I'm losing for the spring semester. Losing this funding will cause me to go further into debt by needing to take out more loans or taking on another job, causing me to spend less time working on my classes and being involved on campus. Many other students here at SIUE and from around the state are in the same position as me. Some students may not be able to find a way to come back for their last semester of college. Even if you don't currently receive the MAP grant, you could be affected by its removal. Tuition and fees will be raised because of the drop in enrollment. Unemployment rates will further increase. Faculty and staff could lose their jobs due to the decreased number of students, and many students who have the potential to become future leaders will have to drop out of college. We need to invest in the future of our youth and our state. You are the future of Illinois. We are the future of Illinois. I'm asking for your help in reinstating the Illinois MAP grant for your friends, your coworkers, your peers from around the state, and the 138,000 people who need it. Please invest in our state's future. Save Illinois MAP grants. Thank you.
I want to thank Corrine, and now we have Chase Newsom-Jones, who is an SIUE MAP recipient, a junior in business and finance from Chicago, Illinois, in Cook County. Come on forward, Chase.
Thank you, Governor Quinn, and thank you all for coming out. I am currently a MAP grant recipient for the fall semester, but due to the cut of funding, I will no longer receive MAP grants for the spring. The removal of MAP grant funding affects me because now I have to take out more student loans. This also affects my friends and peers that will have to take out more student loans and work more hours to make ends meet. Let me emphasize that this is not only SIUE's problem, but a problem for the Illinois student body as a whole. I am sure that Illinois students will suffer greatly, financially as well as in the classroom. This is why I stress how essential MAP grants are to the well-being of the students. Please help me in this journey to restore the MAP grants. Thank you.
Very good. All these come from the heart. You can just tell. I've been on the road all day today in this rain, and everywhere I've gone, the students who are talking about their MAP grants and their friends who have MAP grants and their relatives, they really are speaking from the heart, and it's the most genuine way to make a difference. Everybody works for something they believe in, and we have now with us from Greenville College, not too far from here in Bond County, and another MAP recipient, sophomore in psychology, from Louisville, Illinois. We have Louisville, Illinois, just like they have in Kentucky, and that's Marcy Lewis. Lewis, come on forward here, Marcy.
Mr. Governor, college officials, students, and fellow supporters. Thank you for allowing me to be here today and share my story on how the MAP grant is influential in my life. When I was 8 years old, I can vividly remember my mother coming into my room late one evening, waking me up and telling me that we were leaving. I didn't understand why my parents were getting a divorce, except I knew we had to leave, and we were leaving with the little money we had and the clothes that were on our backs. For the past 11 years, I've watched my mother work extremely hard in order to build a strong foundation and a home for my sister and I. And because of watching her struggles, I realized how important a college education is for my life. However, as I've matured, I realized that a college education is not for my own gratification. But if I can reach out as a psychology major and intercede on behalf of one child who is being sexually abused, or intercede on behalf of one schizophrenic patient, then every dime invested in my college education is well worth it. Whenever I visualize the MAP grant, I see it having a ripple effect, which can be either positive or negative. The positive ripples include me, Marcy Lewis, being the first generation of college students in her family. I am a role model for children in my family, as well as in my community. The next ripple includes, because I have gone to college, I have inspired and encouraged my mother to start taking online classes towards a business degree. And because my mother is going to college, we have both encouraged my sister to also start taking classes. I realize this is only my family, but thousands of students across the state of Illinois are willing to do this, and they will be the ones working in the trenches and providing for our state. Without the MAP grant, there will be many negative problems going on. Without the MAP grant, I will have to take out an extra $12,500 for the next 5 semesters. And with an interest rate of 6.8%, that's projected at over $17,000 in debt added to my name by the time I graduate. Without the MAP grant, my mother and sister will no longer be able to continue their education. But the MAP grant does not just affect my biological family. It greatly affects my family at Greenville College. Without the MAP grant, 4 of the 7 of my roommates in my pod will not be able to continue to go to college, and they will have to make some very tough decisions. Their names are Anna, Angela, Alex, and Jennifer. They are women with hopes and dreams, and they are pursuing them through education. Without the MAP grant, 1/3 of Greenville College is greatly affected because of it. And you can only imagine the projections that's happening at colleges all across the state. Now, Mr. Governor, I understand that you are in a very tough decision, but decisions are constantly made, and that's part of life. And because of the position you're in, you are going to have to understand that the MAP grant does not affect one race, gender, age group, or religion, but it affects thousands of people across the state of Illinois, and we need your help. As I look at my past and I see where I've come from and how it has made me to be the person who I am today, I look to my future, and in May of 2012, I will walk across the stage of Greenville College and receive my diploma, my degree, as an undergraduate student in psychology. And as I walk across the stage, I will be full knowing that it was because you have invested in my life and you have given me hope. Thank you.
Very good. I want to thank Marcy for her heartfelt remarks, and I think it's very important that, as she pointed out, her roommates, her family members are vitally dependent on the MAP grants. And why do we have college education? It's not only for self-fulfillment. We believe in selflessness in Illinois and service to others. There's a saying that service to others is the rent we pay for our place on God's earth. And I'd say to everybody here, you've more than paid your rent in service. It's important that we win the battle for the MAP grants and also use our education to help our neighbors and help our state and help our country. And that's really what being an American, a patriotic American, is all about. And we have now with us, Braden Posey is with us from McHenry University. He's a student body president there. He's a senior. He's in business and economics, finance, and psychology. He covers everything. He's from Bolingbrook, Illinois. And come on forward here, Braden. Good to see you.
Thank you, Governor Quinn, and everyone else who has spoken for your remarks. I come to you from McHenry University, a school much smaller than SIUE, but equally as affected and troubled by the current status of the MAP. Over half of our students receive MAP funding, and their ability to attend McHenry University or any university or college is greatly affected and greatly at risk by the problems we are facing now. Thus, I must convey to you, Governor Quinn, and to all of you gathered here, that action regarding this important issue must continue. We, the great colleges and universities of the state of Illinois, and our elected officials have the duty to preserve the educational opportunities of the MAP and others across this great state. How MAP will remain financially viable, that's something for minds greater than myself. However, I know that I stand for all McHenry Bearcats, as well as just like the SIUE, president and student body, Greenville and others, that we stand behind the push, stand behind the push for continued action and a commitment to an investment in higher education and a return for complete funding of the MAP program within the Illinois state budget. Both private and public universities and colleges across this great state will work towards the goal of reinstating and finding ways to refund and basically get this program working again. I hope that together, for the sake of thousands of students, this goal will be attained. The future of the Illinois higher education system, as well as businesses and just the general well-being of the state, is at risk. On behalf of McHenry University, I thank you for your time, and I hope that we together, as one, can push this through, because we can do it. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Now we have one more student we want to hear from, and that's Britt Allen, who is from Blackburn College, and that's he's in secondary education. He's from Staunton, Illinois, in Macoupin County. And let's come forward here, Britt. We want to hear from you. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Governor Quinn, and thank you all students, faculty, and staff who are here this afternoon. I come from Blackburn College, and the MAP grant greatly affects all the students on our campus. 302 out of our 600 students will lose the MAP grant, and that is over half of our population. It greatly affects as to whether or not they are going to come back next semester. We had dorm meetings, and everyone is very, very concerned as to what will occur. That's why I encourage everyone here to please attend the lobby day as it comes up next Thursday. On a personal level, this affects me as well. I am a recipient of the MAP grant, and my sister is as well, and she attends Blackburn. Without this money, I don't know if we will be able to come back to Blackburn next semester, and that's a scary thought. My family is here to support me, but it's just something that I worry about, and all of us here do. So, as I said before, I thank you to Governor Quinn for all his support, but now we need to focus on our legislator and really go to this lobby day and try and sway them in the right direction to show them that we are the future. Us as students are going to shape what happens here in the state of Illinois and in our great country. So we really need to focus on them and sway their decision in a positive manner. So I thank all of you for your time, and please come to Lobby Day as everyone here has said. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Governor. Those are heartfelt remarks, and I think it is important to emphasize that next Thursday at noontime at the state capitol in Springfield, a building that belongs to all of us, the people of Illinois. Come on by if you can. If you can't, then use the internet, use whatever means of communication. SaveIllinoisMapGrants.org is our website. We can use electronic democracy to really activate the people of Illinois. It's extremely important that we win this battle. It's a battle for lots and lots of people who are out there. 138,000 altogether are getting these MAP grant scholarships. This is really the future of Illinois we're talking about, and I really want to thank everyone for coming today, in particular Dr. Larry Linneman and the Greenville College president and Greenville College students and leaders who came. I want to thank Greenville College. Why don't you guys stand up here if you're here? We want to thank you all for coming. real important. Now, we want to make sure that we work together as a team. I was in this fine institution many years ago, and decades ago, and lots of students have come through these doors, and they made a difference in Illinois, all over our state, whether it's SIU Edwardsville or SIU Carbondale or any other college or university or community college. You are our hope of the future, and it's very, very important that we have a future of Illinois that is bright, that's service-oriented, that's going to make a difference. We just heard that there's a family at Blackburn College, there's a family here at SIU Edwardsville, but really there's a family in the state of Illinois. We have 13 million people. We're one of the largest states in the Union, 5th largest in the Union, very big, a lot of people. But we're not just a crowd of folks, everybody going in their own separate direction individually. We're a family who believe in a community of shared interests. Patriotism, education, hard work, faith. Those are the kind of things that really bind Americans together. That's why, folks answer the call to duty and defend our democracy. They have a servant's heart. And that's what we've all got to have. We got to use our education to serve others. And I really am inspired by the gathering today and all through this day and yesterday. I want to thank President Bouchard and Chancellor Vandergriff and everybody who helped make this possible. Together in the coming month here, this month of October, we're going to make the will of people the law of the land. Thank you very much. I guess the right thing to do is to sign this here petition, right? That's the way to go.
Sorry.
Okay, here we go.